Wolfgang done, never lagging. 2K builds to the fraction, breaking it down to the pound, puts news and views on tips to get you cracking. It don't stop till we on top, boy, brick by brick, we gotta build. Give a like and drop a sub, this Wolfgang done, you know it's real. Never chill, sauce it up, we stacking, getting bills. Peep the traction, getting badges, 2K champ, this how it feels. This the dawn, yeah, running it up, no time to play. You know what's on, yeah, the greatest builds inside 2K.
So we will start the video off by actually going through the glitch, man. First things first, you want to go into the builder, and we are on Imperial right now, so make sure you're on Imperial, and you're going to go through, make a build. You want to make it at the shooting guard position. With the height, we're going with 6'3". It's not that tall, but this is not the final build, so don't worry too much about that. We're going with 6'3", max weight, max wingspan. The body type does not matter, but you know, I like to make sure I do like kind of like the same thing. So I went with Burley. The next thing you want to do on your placeholder build pretty much is go ahead and max out the stats, man. This does not matter, so you're not really too worried about the stats. I just go up and down with the stick pointed like a little bit to the right, then up, and you know, I just make it go through real fast. You pick your takeovers. This build does not matter, like I already said, and it's gonna give you whatever it gives you. Now, for the next step, we can go ahead and edit the build. You need to go out to the menu once again. Now we're gonna go to features, and we're gonna edit the unit of measurement, man, because we do need to switch over to metric for this build to work. And once you get back in the metric, we're gonna go back into the builder. We're gonna edit that exact same build. So go to that first slot right there. That's where I did it at. We're gonna keep it on shooting guard, handiness, keep that the same, jersey number the same. We're gonna go ahead and slide down so we can actually edit the physical stuff. You wanna go up to 2.05 meters. And for the weight, we're gonna go down to 85 kilograms for that. So just go ahead and slide down there. Don't go too fast, because you don't want to accidentally pass anything. We're going to keep the wingspan exactly where it is. The body shape does not matter once again. So now we're going to finish up the build and do the exact same thing we did before. We're just going to go ahead and edit all the stats and make sure we fill it up to make this actual build. Once again, this is a placeholder. We're not to the actual build yet. Takeovers don't matter. Just pick something, be quick, and gives you a finisher. Doesn't matter. Actually, it's a nice little build, shades of Clyde Drexler. I don't know, I might have to come back and look at that bad boy. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and edit it one more time, and this is the final time. We're gonna go back into features, unit of measurement once again, and we're gonna get to Imperial, change it back to Imperial from metric, and then now the build glitch is complete, man. You go back into it, then you can go ahead and edit this build to exactly what you want it to be. Just take the height of the build down to 6'7", put the wingspan where you want. The way that you know this works is when you take the weight down to 180, that speed should be 88. But yeah, like I said, now you can go ahead and edit the build. All right, now making this build, we're going with a height of 6'7", and 6'7" for the wingspan, and for the weight, we're going minimum with 180 pounds. The body shape is completely up to you, but for the purpose of this video, I did go with build. Now, all right, let's get right into the attributes on this build, because I actually think this is a really solid build, man. So with close shot, we're going to go to 65. You don't need anything much higher than that, and in order to make this a Tyler Herro build, I had to do certain things that I normally wouldn't do in other builds. So driving layup, we're gonna go with 89. The driving dunk, we're gonna go with 85. And I know I could probably drop to 84 and just keep the contacts, but I gotta go to 85 to get this build name. So, all right, in the mid-range shot, we're going to go with a 93, which is crazy high for the mid-range. You should definitely be able to hit quite a bit of those difficult shots when using this build, you know, kind of making the actual Tyler Herro type build. But the three-point shot, I am going crazy high with this. You will be a knockdown three-point shooter with a 90 at the three. Now for the free throw, because you don't want to be missing free throws in rec, man, trust me, that is a game killer. We're going to go with 73. Now it's time for the pass accuracy. Normally, I'm team 85, you know what I'm saying? I'm team 85 all the way because I like bullet passer on gold, man. But for this build, we will be going with a 76. It only gets it on silver. You just have to be a little more selective when you're actually throwing these passes, man. The ball handle, we're gonna go with an 87. And the speed with ball, we are going to go with an 80, which does get you quick first step on gold. Very good badge to have. And for the defense, this build is lacking a little bit in defense, but you know me, when I'm making the builds, I think about the extra badges that I have from, you know, doing the rebirth. I ain't hitting 40 so many times. I got 7 extra badges, working on my 8th this season. I should have it here soon. But for the perimeter defense, we're going to go up to 85. So make sure we get clamps on this build. You do not want to be running out here without clamps, man. Just trust me on that. You don't want to be running without clamps. For the steal, we will go up to an 84. And we get some pretty dope defensive badges, man. Now for the block, we want to go with 66. Because we do want Intimidator on silver. Chase down artist on bronze is definitely a useful badge. And this build doesn't have to play on ball anyway. Like, it's a shooting guard, so a lot of times you can get away with kind of hiding on defense. The defense, while it isn't bad, it's not great either. We're gonna go to 87 for the speed, a 75 for the acceleration. We're gonna leave strength alone. We do have to take this up. I want the vertical to be high. You could save some points here, but like I said, if you do things differently, you probably won't get the same build. And then we can go ahead and put the rest on stamina, and we end up with a 95 in the stamina category. Now you can see that this build is more leaning towards the scoring, so it does end up with 19, 33 in the shooting, so this build will be like a knockdown build. It also reminds me a lot of like Duncan Robinson. I don't know if y'all saw that game, but dude went crazy. Then we got 26 for playmaking, 13 for defense. Like I said, I would add those extra badges in defense. For the takeovers, you do get slashing, shot creating, sharp shooting, and lockdown. I chose to go with extreme clamps and spotter precision, but you can do whatever matches your playstyle. You know what I'm saying? Always make sure that whatever takeovers, whatever badges you use, that they match your playstyle. If it doesn't make sense to do anything else, man. A build may work for me, but if it's not your playstyle, it won't work for you. Now we can go ahead and complete the build. It comes out as a 2-way shot creator, man. Shades of Desmond Bane, Tyler Herro, like I said earlier, and Devin Booker. And speaking of Devin Booker, I got a D-Book build coming real soon, man, with a unique name. It's gonna be glitched as well. I really can't wait to drop that video, man. Let me know down in the comment section if you're ready for that Devin Booker build, man. Now, all right, we can go ahead and test the build so I can show you what badges that I will put on this build to make sure it can play to its maximum efficiency. But I'm gonna go ahead and speed through it so you don't have to sit here for too long. For the finishing badges, I would do a little something like this, you know what I'm saying? Unstrippable on bronze. Make sure you don't forget that. That will save you a lot of the times. Limitless takeoff on gold will have you able to take off from way further without getting blocked as much, which is definitely a plus, man. Make sure you utilizing that badge, put on the quick drops, and use the stick. It'll definitely help you quite a bit. Posterizer on silver, you will need to catch a body every now and then. That badge will help you do it. Slithery will definitely help you avoid some of that contact, my boy, because you will be getting a lot of it. But at the times where you can avoid it, I got Fearless Finisher there to make sure you can still finish those layups. And then Lob City on silver. I just think it makes the game more fun. As long as you got a point guard that throws lobs, you'll be straight. And for the shooting badges, I would definitely think to go with something like this, man. It'll definitely make the build so much more fun to play. Blinders, you can go with gold. Difficult shots, it's something that you definitely want to utilize. I feel like a lot of people don't take the middies, and if you take moving middies, they're almost impossible to guard. I understand it's only 2, but volume, as long as you're efficient, you know what I'm saying, will definitely beat anything else anybody else is doing. As long as you can defend those 3s and knock down your 2s, you'll be all right. Hot Zone Hunter is a must-have on gold. You don't really need this badge on Hall of Fame anyway, but I don't get it. Sniper, Hall of Fame. That's without question. Put it on Hall of Fame. Catch and shoot, we're gonna put that on gold. But honestly, if you want to save a couple points there, you can drop it to silver and it'll still be all right. Stop and pop, we're gonna put that on gold, and Circus 3 is on gold as well, with Deadeye on gold. Now, if you do want to make some changes, like I said, catch and shoot, you can drop that down to silver and put a little something on Dream Machine, Slippery Off Ball, or Volume Shooter. I feel like Volume Shooter is definitely slept on. I use that on my point guard build because I do take a lot of shots. I want to boost for every single one of them. So with the playmaking badges, I'm not trying to go too crazy with the dribbling, but I do have ankle breaker on. I love the badge, and I've been seeing an increase in like those little stun things. Hyperdrive is definitely something you want to have on this build. You're gonna be driving a lot, so when you drive, just use hyperdrive, do a crossover real quick on your way to the goal. It'll give you that little speed boost. Go ahead and use that right stick to get the dunk meter and go crazy. Quick first step, we're gonna put that on gold. Unpluckable, put that on gold, because you don't want to be out here getting ripped, man, especially when people do this little blitz steals. That's to kind of help you out there. Now, Space Creator and Tight Handles, we're going to put those both on bronze. And if you want to go crazy with the dribble moves, put Handles for Days on gold. But if you're not really going to be dribbling like that, I would suggest putting something in the bailout, maybe like a little needle threader, to make sure your passes are a little more safe. All right, now time for the defense. I do want to make sure I put clamps on this build. I don't feel like I need it super high. I really just feel like clamps does its job as long as you have the badge, but you really don't have to worry about anything outside of that. Now for the rest of my badges, I'm gonna go with Intimidator on silver. Definitely, I want to be able to contest those jump shots for sure. Rim Protector on bronze. Chase Down Artist on bronze, and then Tyler's Defender on bronze as well. If you want to play this build a little bit differently, you can go ahead and add those extra badges here. Get off-ball pass, get pick dodger. You know what I'm saying? Just help beef the build up. I do feel like this build is already solid defensively, even though we don't get that many defensive badges. Just because, I mean, I got extras. You know what I'm saying? I could take that 13, turn it into 20. Now, it is a two-way. You know what I'm saying? It could be closer to a lockdown like that. So I can throw an off-ball. I can throw on ankle braces. But if you are trying to guard ball on this build, I would suggest putting clamps a little bit higher. Step Interceptor down to silver, put clamps up to gold. You might not need Intimidator as much, so put those extra points into ankle braces for sure. And then, I mean, if you want to get crazy with it, go ahead and put Menace and Hustler on to kind of help you play like a hardy on-ball defense, you know, type of game, which Tyler Herro is pretty decent at defense. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, man. I will catch y'all boys in the next one. I'm thinking about streaming some rec from now on. You know, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And I'll get back to it. But yeah, it's your boy Don up out here. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other videos, man. I got plenty of builds. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and slide on out. Peace.
Get paid, little shorty, get paid. 100,000 in the safe, couple thousand in the drain. Get paid, little shorty, get paid. No, I'm always on my grind, 24/7 days.